And we are back.
The return of the comeback.
We are right here again in the same couch as my friend.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Sound Trip, where we trip out on everything music.
Yes, sir.
Hi guys, my name is Kinito. You can call me Q.
Mm-hmm.
And beside me right now is our permanent co-host, guest, / music lawyer, friend to everybody, Attorney Ram. Palakpakan naman natin.
Not so everybody, though.
Not to everybody.
So-
He chooses his friend.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he's a friendly...
friendly neighborhood
There you go.
music lawyer.
I was gonna say that. So when you say that,
Yeah.
who among our viewers can basically ask questions? Sino ba yung mga pwedeng magtanong ng mga questions katungkol?
It's open for everybody, of course, but I foresee na mostly artists ang curious dito and would love to know more about how the music business or the music industry in general works
Okay.
or operates.
Right.
Yeah.
So having said that, music industry, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
still trying to piece together all the puzzles. I mean,
Uh-huh.
all the parts rather of the puzzle. And tell me more about the music industry. So kanina earlier we talked about how there are, people that are called the publishers,
Yeah.
the recording label, and of course the creators.
Yeah.
Who else are we missing out on?
So, yeah, just to circle back, sobrang corporate, no? Just to circle back, the music creators, sila yung composers, yung yung nagsusulat ng lyrics, nagka-create ng melody, gumagawa ng beat, the producers, the beat makers.
Okay.
Basically, ayun yung backbone ng music creation, eh. 'Di ba? So, they're definitely the major players here.
Okay.
Then, there's this group who we call publishers. Again. So, sila yung may make sure na magkaroon ng opportunity to monetize the music.
All right.
Or ma-exploit nga,
Yan.
for a lack of a better term.
We are going back to the exploit.
Yeah, na kumita yung kanta.
Okay.
So basically, for example, like for the song to be used, for example, in a movie or a TV commercial or TV series, that's basically what publishers do to help out the music creators.
Right.
Next one naman, the performers.
Okay.
The performers. I have to distinguish that because not necessarily na yung music creators, yung nagsulat ng kanta, are the ones performing the song.
Oo. Kailan nangyayari yun? Bigay tayong example. Because, for example, let me just say this. Local naman, Are you familiar with Maki? He's pretty big.
Yeah, I am.
Sige. So, do you think
PBS.
he writes his own songs? Paano ba?
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so. He writes his own songs. So yun, and for the example you've given,
Yeah.
that artist, he wears two hats.
Mm-hmm.
He's the composer, the music creator, and at the same time, he's the performer.
Oh.
Performs it publicly in concerts, live gigs, etc. There are times na yung performers are not the ones or not the one who writes the songs.
Okay. So what happens when these performers are, let's say, they're playing somewhere, let's say they're invited out of town for a provincial show, mall show. Do they have to pay? But they already wrote the song. Paano yun? How is this all happening? Paano ba?
Yung composer.
Yung composer.
Paano
Si
siya
Maki, let's say si Maki is asked to perform in Cebu.
Yeah. So, since that's a live event, the organizers of that show needs to have authority or a license to publicly play the song.
Even if he wrote the songs himself and he's the one performing himself, they still need to pay?
Yeah. So, kunwari, for example, that example that you've given, he gets paid dun sa gig, like, of course, the talent fee.
Yeah.
Then, the use of his song, binabayaran ng organizers for the license.
Oo.
Tapos, yung organization that collects the payment, They're called CMOs.
CMO, what is that?
Collective Management Organizations.
Okay.
So example niyan si PhilSCAP,
Mm-hmm.
si PRS.
Okay.
PhilSCAP for compositions, PRS for original sound recordings.
Whoa.
Dalawa pa 'yon. We'll get there later.
Yes,
we'll get there
please.
later. So basically,
Slowly.
Since two hats si Maki,
Mm-hmm.
dalawa yung source of income niya doon.
Oh my.
As the composer and as the performer.
Ang galing.
Magic, 'di ba?
Wow.
Hindi naman.
But I can see where the money is.
Natural lang.
Oh,
So,
oh.
the opposite is
Grabe.
possible as well.
Yeah.
Like may performer pero hindi siya yung nagsulat ng kanta niya.
I'm dying to know an example about like this. Sige.
I don't want to out them, but I guess
it's
for
for
the sake
everyone.
for the sake of information
Yeah.
of the general public,
Exactly.
some major songs, famous songs, popular songs of Beanie,
Okay.
hindi sila
nagsulat
nag-compose nun for them.
You made it sound so diplomatically correct.
Yeah, or
I said hindi sila nagsulat nun.
Let's
And
go.
you're like,
Let's go international. Rihanna.
why do you want to avoid the Beanie topic? Because are you okay?
Because
Let me put you on
I'm
the hot seat. Are you a Bloom?
Because I'm a certified Bloom, my guy.
Hindi lang Bloom, I'm a certified Bloom. Patay tayo dyan. Gets. So let's not touch the Beanie subject for
support
now.
local.
Support local
Support
muna. Let's not
local.
talk about them muna.
But yeah, for
Going back.
international example, Rihanna. Shine bright like a diamond. Hindi siya nagsulat nun.
Who wrote that? Do you know? Are you
I
aware?
believe it was Sia.
Yes, correct. Actually, I'm quizzing you right now.
You can't.
True.
I can't.
run.
But yeah, one good example, Diamonds by Rihanna. It
Sia.
wasn't written by her. It was written
True.
by Sia.
True.
Pero Rihanna was the one who performed it.
Yeah.
Made it famous.
So, okay.
So parang collaboration siya.
Is Rihanna earning money from Diamonds? Yes or no?
Yes.
How?
As the performer. So dito tayo papasok. So pag nagsulat ka ng kanta, you own the composition.
Okay.
If yung composition na yon ni-record, let's say sa studio,
Mm-hmm.
merong what we call original sound recording.
Dumadami yung mga terms, but okay.
Original sound recording,
Yeah.
it's stemmed from a different right.
Mm-hmm.
It's called, to be legally specific, it's called related rights.
Okay.
So,
What happens with that? Economically to the...
tapos yung
effect nito?
yung sa composition naman,
Okay.
copyright
Mm-hmm.
yung tawag.
Okay.
Tapos may branches pa yung copyright. Pero
Sige.
let's get the nerdy way out there. Mamaya na yun. So yung original sound recording,
Mm-hmm.
kumikita rin siya. Kasi pinapatugtog siya sa radio eh.
Okay. Let's try to make it more...
For example.
Siguro let's say sa monetary wise, like let's say 1,000 pesos.
Yeah.
How much of the 1,000 pesos is given to Rihanna and to Sia?
It depends on their agreement. Diyan important yung contract. Because, as they say, contract is law between the parties. Kung ano yung napagkasunduan nila, yun yung kailangan nila sundin.
Are you familiar or...
Of course, di ko alam yung nilalaman ng contract.
Not exact, yeah. Exact, I know, I agree.
Yeah,
but do you have an idea na lang of how it works for other performers, the one performing and the composer? Yung hatian.
It depends talaga, brother. And walang hard and fast
You don't have to
rule.
name names, but just give us an example. Is it 70-30? Or is Rihanna really not being paid at all? Is it just 90-10?
No.
You know what I mean?
Rihanna gets paid, of course. Pero hindi kasi siya 90-10 eh. Hindi siya hatian na ganun eh.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's not as easy.
Oo. Pag ginamit yung kanta, may bayad agad sa composition, may bayad agad sa sound recording. Hindi siya kunyari nagbayad kang 100. Hindi siya 50-50.
May separate fees siya.
Binabayaran siya ng 100, binabayaran siya ng 100.
Okay.
Parang ganun.
Sige, so do you want to still talk about that, or can I ask you something about related pa rin dyan, but going back to the music industry, I feel like I'm missing out on more pa, or is that it? Publishers, recording label, performers, composers. What are the other moving parts?
Yeah, so yung publishers sila ngayon naglalako ng kanta, no?
Nag-exploit.
They give opportunity for the song to be used.
Yes.
Commercially.
Like
again, TV series or movies.
Uh-oh.
Then we go to the distributors.
Okay.
Iba naman to.
I wanna know more about this.
Ang distributor naman, let's say gumawa ka ng kanta. 'Di ba? Gumawa ka ng kanta. You can't just upload it to Spotify.
Why not?
It's not like YouTube.
Bakit?
There's a middleman. Kumbaga,
which is Spotify? Or hindi pa rin?
No. Si Spotify is the digital service provider. Siya yung platform.
Okay.
So yung nagbe-bridge ng creator to the platform is what we call distributor.
O hindi publisher yun?
Hindi publisher yun.
I thought yung publisher yung naglalako, quote-unquote.
Yes. Yung distributor naman, they bridge the gap between the creator and the platform. Kumbaga, yun nga, pag gumawa ka ng kanta, hindi siya parang YouTube na user-generated content na i-release, i-upload mo lang sa YouTube. For Spotify, you need to have a distributor para mapunta yung kanta mo dun. Or sa Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, o whatnot.
And then?
Yeah. So, ayun yung role ng distributor.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos, they collect din royalties for you.
That's what I wanted to know. How much are they taking out of the pie? Or is like what you're saying, mayroon pa rin silang separate fee that they're not really taking away from the composer na?
It depends. For example,
ang dami nangyayari.
Oo, so.
Diba?
Kaya, ano siya, like, for example, one distributor, pwede mo sila bayaran yearly. Tapos, wala na silang kukuning percentage.
Sige, let's try to give an example also. You know the whole Justin Bieber era wherein he stopped making music because he wanted to realign with his publisher, with Scooter Braun, ganon. Anong situation yung nangyari doon sa distributor? Sino yung distributor niya?
Actually, good name drop there. Si Scooter Braun. Scooter Braun is his...
Close kami.
Yeah. Si tropang Scooter. Si parang Scooter. Si parang...
partner siyang scout.
Yung Jisoo fan mong nagingay, parang tunog Scooter nga eh. pero si Scooter Braun is the manager.
Oh, yes.
Of
JB.
Of the Biebs.
Yes.
Is the manager of the Biebs. So, basically, they handle the business side.
Okay, so...
They handle the business side, yung bookings, live gigs.
Mm-hmm.
Siya yung
nagmi-middleman.
Parang make life organized and easier for
Justin Bieber.
For the artist para focus na lang siya sa making music.
So, ano yung distributor doon? Ano yung part doon ng... Do you know the distribution company behind this? Kasi gusto ko lang magkaroon ng example. If I'm someone listening to this conversation, I want to be able to understand bakit ito may implication for me to, like, I want to know bakit, anong meron? Sino yun? Bakit hindi ko pa pwedeng marinig yung kanta nila sa Spotify without this part of the wheel?
Ano na siya? It's a standardized
Don't you think it's a bit unfair though? Because for example, like, I have talent. Mm-hmm. Why can't I just post on Spotify and talk to Spotify directly and they allow me like what YouTube does? They democratize it, diba?
Yeah. It actually depends on the platform. Mm-hmm. So sa YouTube, user-generated content, ano siya, easy for the creator to upload. Spotify,
it's just they're part of their terms lang.
Part of their process.
Part of their process.
Part of their process. So yun din for Meta and TikTok, they have this thing called the music library.
Oh yes, I'm aware of that.
Diba? So
as
yung
a creator myself.
mga influencers dyan, like ang laking tulong ng music.
Tama.
For that platform.
Okay, before we go there, kasi medyo lumalayo tayo dun sa so tapos na yung distributor, but you're going back to the DSP part eh. Tapos na ba? Do I still need to find more?
Yeah, yung music platforms, big player din siya sa music industry. They pay out the creators as well. Meron silang
separately pa to.
Meron silang payment scheme, different payment scheme na per listen.
I'm actually really curious how artists earn from Spotify. But next time, kasi it's an entirely different conversation we can sit down for. Paano nag-earn? Kasi I could see
it's per listen.
Per listen.
It's per
What
listen.
about the monthly streamers na yung monthly listeners mo, then which is really huge, like we have bands like Hale, Champ Louis Pio of Hale.
Yeah.
They have 5.4 mga million listeners monthly. It's crazy. But I'll ask about that next time.
Yeah.
I'm super curious right now, bro. Attorney Ram, by the way.
Yes.
By the way, napaka lang,
formal,
very low key lang nung binabat ng Attorney Ram.
Ram.
Yes, bro. Super curious to know from a perspective of the process, like beginning till the end. Bigyan mo ka ng mabilisang rundown from I'm creating music, writing it, and then ako na rin nagkakanta up to the very end. Paano lang siya nagsisimula at natatapos? And where does the money flow?
Okay, so creation. Sa creation. So depends, no? May mga very talented people out there that can do so much things.
Everything at the same
Yeah.
time.
One great example of that is put on the spot.
It's okay.
One great example of that. I'll start here. So, music creation, there's the beat making, the melody sa hip hop beat making, or for example, the melody, the composition din yun eh.
Yeah.
And yung pagsulat ng lyrics.
Okay.
Yung pagsulat ng lyrics. So, you create it, you record it, so mostly studio.
Okay, that's the first part. That's the beginning.
Yeah, so may producer, meron ding beat maker, meron ding composer ng kanta.
Yes.
Meron din performer.
Yeah, so those are 4 parts already. At the beginning pa lang, Okay.
Sometimes, isang tao lang lahat yun.
Wow.
Sometimes, 4 yun or more.
True.
4 yun or more.
True.
For example nga, yung kanina, si Beanie.
There's a team. There's a whole village.
Yeah, may nag-compose nung kanta nila, tapos Beanie performs it.
Can you just imagine the village that it takes to make Beanie work? For sure, hindi lang
yung
4 na tao yun. Teams yan.
Yung producer, yung record artist.
Yeah.
Sometimes iba yung composer nun.
Iba pa yung lyricist. Oh, it's the same.
Composer and lyricist is the same.
Yeah.
Pero, ano kasi, composer can be the producer.
Also,
kasi kino-compose niya yung
song,
yung rhythm, yung melody, yung beat.
Okay.
Tapos may composer ng lyrics. So both
iba. Correct. Actually nga naman magkaiba. May arranger pa yan, may sound engineer. That's different na yun.
Meron din. So may nagmi-mix, may nagma-master. Ang dami na.
This is just the creation process.
Creation process.
And then take us through. So wala pang money na pumapasok nun sa part na yan. Obviously palabas lahat ng pera niyan. Because you're spending. Why would you get money from?
Depends. If you're an independent artist or you're signed to a record label.
Pwedeng binabayaran ka na kaagad.
That's what they call the upfront money, yung advance.
Oh my gosh. This is exactly what happened to Doechii yata. Yung parang ilalaglag na siya ng labels niya and then
so basically the label, like when they sign, for example, kunyari sinign ka nila.
Okay.
Sinign ka nila. They see talent in you.
Yes.
They see talent in you, which is pretty apparent.
Yes, sir.
Hi, guy. So
as a host.
So for example, ako yung label.
Okay.
O bigyan kita ng 100k as advance.
Ang baba. I swear.
Pagkasyahin mo.
I cannot live with 100k.
Pagkasyahin mo.
So, make it realistic. I can't sign up with 100k.
May ganun. May mas mababa pa nga eh. Sa Pilipinas.
Oh my God.
May mas mababa pa, dude.
Name drop na yan. Is it per song? Tapos sasabihin 150k?
Meron
ka?
Meron nga. Well, depende sa agreement.
Are we talking about producing an album or just a song lang to?
Depende sa agreement.
Ang baba naman ng 100k.
Depende sa agreement. Kunyari, ito. 100k gawa ka 2 kanta. So, itong 100k na to, pangbayad mo sa recording studio, dun sa producer.
Ikaw pa magbabayad.
Sa studio engineer. Sometimes, meron na silang kilala. Depende talaga eh.
So, correct me if I'm wrong here, attorney. It's like a budget given to you to produce that song.
Yes.
So, how does it go to you?
Ina-advance, bibigay nila sa'yo upfront.
Okay. Sobrang ganda na naisip ko example. Bella Porch. Because I heard from the grapevine.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because for sure mas marami kang alam ins and outs. She was given by
Bella Poarch, the TikTok.
The TikTok star. The TikTok
star.
the Filipina. Yes.
Yung Filipina.
She, just for for context. So Bella...
Disclaimer, wala masyadong alam kay Bella Poarch.
So this is a quiz. I'm trying to trivia this guy out of this topic.
Okay.
So Bella Poarch, I think, was given by Universal. Like, I heard talagang millions of dollars talaga to start. And so she starts producing these and then nakakuha siya kagad ng hit. And so the pressure is now to keep releasing singles that would be hit para magkaroon siya ng album, ng EP. So may pressure for her to actually come up with... So she has Build a Bitch. This was during the pandemic. She has other good songs. Pero yung iba, medyo hindi siya tumabos sa takilya, as they may say.
Pumatok sa takilya.
Yeah.
Pumatok sa takilya. So yun nga, minsan...
So sorry, the question there is, was Bella basically in charge of the funds given to her? Tapos siya daw yung so she produced it. She hired such a great set designer, Bretman Rock. But she paid money.
Yeah.
She spent so much money. So ang question ko sa'yo, does she have the leeway to not spend all that money and just...
Of course. Like what, I don't know if you know this, and I don't know if the listeners know this guy, si Lil Dicky.
Yeah.
The rapper.
Yeah, I love his songs.
Si Lil Dicky, like, binayaran siya nung label niya to make a music video.
Okay.
Tapos, hindi niya ginastos.
Yan ang mga problema.
Hindi niya ginastos yung binigay sa kanyang pera. As in, literally, nag-record lang siya, tapos pinapamigay na yung pera.
Oh, wow. Pero
kasi ikaw bahala eh. Kasi ikaw bahala.
To how to spend it, diba?
Ikaw bahala how you spend it.
Exactly.
So, yeah. So, it totally depends on the creative freedom of the artist. But, depends again sa agreement. Meron mga label, yung agreement nila, ikaw bahala. Meron naman mas strict.
Mas strict.
Kami mamimili ng producer mo, blah, blah, blah. Meron kaming in-house producer sa label namin, just use this guy.
So, what happened to Lil Dicky? Like, naging successful naman ba yung...
sa pagkakaalam ko nag millions of views naman yung music video na yun.
Okay, so we're talking about basically labels risking also sa artist.
Kinda, cause that advance, bibigay nila yung pera sa'yo upfront.
Yeah. That's not small money.
That's not small money. Depends kung magkano yung ano. So, binabawi nila yun. We call that legal term is recoupment. So pag kumita yung kantang ginawa mo, like ginamit siya sa on any commercial manner, any commercial method, ginamit siya sa TV, pumatok siya sa naging hit siya. Yung royalties, yung tawag dun sa payment na binibigay dun sa artist, may share sila dun.
Would they get everything?
Nileless muna nila bago nila ibigay sa'yo.
Okay. So it's like an investment
sa
talaga.
Artist.
Parang...
Oo. Sometimes, yung agreement nila, parang X amount bago mapunta sa'yo. Sometimes, wala nang napupunta sa artist.
Yeah.
Depende.
Oh my gosh.
Depende. So, kaya, you hear it all the time. Like, the artist, like, galit na galit sa label nila. Wala na akong kinita sa ginawa ko. Sometimes, nag-aaway na sila ng label nila, kaya umaalis sila dun sa label. Blah.
I have a question.
You hear that all the time.
Yeah. Question.
Shoot.
So, does it ever happen that, for example, yung artist would have a better deal? Hindi ganun na para siyang losing end eh. Pag ako, if I'm the artist.
Yeah. So, a lot is at play. More, pag mas may clout yung artist, they have more leverage. Siyempre, parang sasabihin nila dun sa label, like, sure na ako eh. Sure na ako na
sure akong kikita to.
Sure na akong hitmaker ako eh.
Correct.
So, sure na akong hitmaker ako. So, gusto ko ng gantong percentage.
I want more. You can
negotiate tayo.
Actually.
Negotiate tayo. So, yung mga starting out na artist, yung mga up and coming, usually, more often than not, wala silang more leeway to negotiate.
Wala silang bargaining power.
Perfect term.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So, is it true that parang kahit sa Philippines, 100K is enough to be, gumawa ka ng record?
Depends. Kailangan mo pagkasyahin yun.
Does it ever happen? 100K?
It does happen.
I can't accept that if I were the artist.
So,
so small.
So, meron naman, your other option as an artist, you can go the independent route.
Yeah, I would probably be an indie artist if ever. Okay. So, tell us about that. Can you talk about this?
Of course, yung indie route, that's what the fuck I'm doing. The indie route, ikaw bahala. Wala,
oh my God.
You have the whole creative freedom because you answer to nobody. You're independent.
But then you're also wearing all the hats.
Super taxing talaga. Sobrang lahat.
Bro, all the hats.
Gagawa ka ng kanta, ikaw bahala mag-distribute ng kanta mo, hanap ka ng distributor. Ikaw bahala gumawa ng maghanap
marketing mo.
Marketing mo, ikaw bahala maghanap ng gigs mo.
Oh shit.
So mamaya may i-rundown natin yung players.
I can't wait to hear that.
Yeah, so i-rundown natin yung players sa music industry. Magko-connect siya lahat. So
for sure.
So yeah. So basically, ayun yung advance in recoupment. Now, pag nakagawa ka na ng kanta, tapos na yung music creation, yung napag-usapan natin kanina, paano siya kikita? Paano siya kikita, diba? Paano siya kikita? So, there are a lot of ways. So, dito pumapasok yung more traditional sa radio.
Yeah.
Pag pinatugtog sa radio.
Like, paano sila kumikita dun?
May royalties yun.
Wait, sorry. Question to. A real world question.
Yo, shoot.
Do people still listen to radio? Mayroon ka bang numbers? Or Spotify listeners na tayo lahat?
Siyempre, nung sumikat na yung...
That's a T for T.
Yeah.
Tell us.
So, nung sumikat na
Is radio dead?
TV killed the radio star, dude. Pero, but in this case, Spotify killed the radio.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Much like
so true.
Much like how Netflix killed
TV.
Cinema.
Exact. Oh, and cinema pala.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. So.
Ay, sorry.
So but yeah, there's still radio.
There's still radio.
There's still people who listen to radio.
Old media is not gonna die.
Yeah. So yung radio, kumukuha pa rin sila ng license sa mga CMOs para makapag-publicly mag-freely play ng music in their stations.
Yeah.
Tapos yung CMOs dinidistribute yun sa mga artists.
Okay.
Kumikita sila dun.
Alright, so that's one part of the process already. And after they've produced the creation process, now it's to distribution. Yeah. How else can you earn money? Saan pa yung money?
Yeah. So, if you're an artist, you kumikita ka rin sa live gig, live performance, concerts. So yun. Then also, when your music is used commercially, for example, ginamit nga sa TV series or
like teleserye
or commercial or movie, the composition may ano dyan, may synchronization license.
Hindi royalties ang tawag dyan.
Royalties yung payment.
Okay. Kasi gusto ko malaman, and I also want our listeners to get a feel of royalties.
Yeah. Royalties yung payment.
Sync fees.
So in general, royalties talaga yung tawag dun sa binabayad dun sa artist.
Right.
Yung synchronization license is for them to be able to use the composition.
And then the artist also gets something from that synchronization fee, right?
Pag siya yung nagsulat.
Okay, gets. So talagang composer is the power, has the power rather.
So synchronization license for composition, then master use license for the recording. So we're there now. Saan pang part ng whole process na to kumikita? So yung the last one is yung sa digital service providers.
Yeah.
Yung Spotify, they directly pay the artist through their distributors. So depends yung kita mo doon sa number of listens, blah blah blah.
Do you have an idea like how much?
Depends kung gaano kapatok. Sometimes may millions na kumikita.
Okay. Be ready for that because next time we're back here, I'm gonna be asking so much more questions pa. So especially mga real world stuff.
Yeah. So again, to have a bigger picture of the music industry. So yung players is the music creators.
Yeah.
Sila yung gumagawa ng lyrics, composer ng lyrics, nagko-compose nung melody, nung beat, sila yung producer or sila yung beat maker. Then the publisher.
Yeah.
Siya yung naglalako nung kanta sa para nga ma-exploit,
Yes.
ma-monetize yung kanta.
Or ma-monetize.
Para kumita yung kanta. Nilalako nila sa TV commercials, sa movies, or whatnot. Then, we have the performers.
Okay.
Sila yung basically, or pag nirecord yung kanta, sila yung nagpa-perform.
Yes.
So not necessarily yung sumulat nung kanta, sila yung nagpa-perform. Like,
Gets.
for example
Gets
nga, si Rihanna,
or Sia.
si Beanie.
Yes.
Then, the record labels.
Okay.
Sila yung mga company na nagfa-finance and also at times nagde-distribute nung kanta.
Okay. So those are more pa? Meron pa? Oh, yun na. You got everything, right?
Yung mga music venues. Mga music venues, yung mga public establishments, the concert event organizers, the clubs. And lastly, siguro yung CMOs, the collective management organizations.
Okay.
So, dyan po pasok yung sila PhilSCAP and sila Performers' Rights Society for original sound recordings.
Okay.
So, yung mga CMOs, sila yung mga nagko-collect for the artists na mga members nila.
Okay.
So, basically, they're non-stock, non-profit companies helping out the artist. So, yun nga, like, for example, si SZA, pinatugtog sa club. The CMOs collect in behalf of SZA. So, doon sa mga establishment. Tapos, sila nagde-distribute to the artist.
Okay.
To make the artist's life easier. Para hindi sila yung gumawa nun. Iisa-isahin nila yung establishment. That would be very
tedious.
Burdensome.
Teka, layman pa natin. That would be
hassle siya.
Hella hassle.
Hassle siya para sa...
Like, no thanks. Let the CMOs do that. Parang ganun.
Exactly. So, they make the artists' lives easier.
Alright, so
basically,
so much more to ask you, bro.
That's the ecosystem of the music industry.
Oh my gosh. But I think kulang pa. Marami na tayo na pag-usapan, but I think that we can still cover more ground.
Madami pa. And of course, the whole purpose of this thing is to help inform the general public, especially the artists.
Yeah.
So, of course, if you have questions regarding the music industry or the legalities of it or the process, shoot us a comment below. Then we'll do our best to answer every queries sa next episode.
That will be him answering because, again, after all, beside me is Attorney Ram, my co-host.
To the best of my knowledge.
Yes, but for me, I'll be just guiding and steering the pot, as we say. And right now, we are actually wrapping up our first ever episode of the Sound Trip podcast.
Cool.
We're done.
Cool.
Right, bro, I will see you again next time in same couch, same scout house.
My guy.
It's been great, man. Amazing. Okay?
Peace.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.